Welcome to Truth Bomb, the Quickfire conspiracy quiz show where I test the best the indie media has to offer on AI's official narrative with a truth bomb or two thrown in to set the record straight. First up today, Makia Freeman. Hello. Hello.
Thanks for having me on, Johnny.
Mac, I am delighted to have another truth bomb virgin to add fresh meat to my proverbial quizzical grinder. Can you tell me, as someone broadcasting out of the great state of Hawaii, do you think everything is permanently hamajang, or are you a chihu for the future?
Permanently hamajang. I'm going to need a little bit of translation here.
Apparently it's Hawaiian. That's what I got told. I got told they use it in Hawaii all the time. But the internet's a liar, a dirty, rotten liar. Hamajang is supposed to mean like messed up. So,
oh, okay. No, I don't think so. No, there's a great vibe here. One of the important Hawaii things to learn is the shaka, which is the this symbol. Mm-hmm. You often see people doing that when they're letting each other in.
And that doesn't raise the devil or anything, no?
No, it's different. It's not this. Okay, this little finger out.
Don't do it. Don't do it. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. The other one's dangerous. That's like, what's this, like a bull's horn then?
Yeah, I mean, it's with the little finger out so much. To me, it doesn't really bring up the idea of the heavy metal satanic devil sign, but you know, for some people it might.
Yeah. Well, I got brought up with heavy metal all around me, and obviously it was second nature to want to throw those symbols up once upon a time. As I got older, I got more conservative.
Well, I mean, you came from the great a great area with Iron Maiden and all of these bands that were playing back then. I guess they're still around, but that was their heyday.
But hey, I'm not that old. Watch yourself. I'm not that old. No.
I like Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden was one of my favorite bands. They were in my top 3 or 4 bands when I was a teenager. I loved them.
Yeah. Why they were wild. My favorites when I was young were actually mostly American. I saw some really cracking bands back in the day. Machine Head, Fear Factory, Pantera especially. I was just such a lover of Pantera. Some good UK metal bands from the 90s too. Therapy being one of them. I love that. But yeah, it was everywhere, and there's always the feeling of wanting to be different, isn't it? So is it true that it's impossible to make a joke about Hawaii that doesn't end in extreme cringing and projectile vomiting?
You'll have to come here and find out for yourself.
Oh, okay, because yeah, I heard they only eat spam. That's the only.
It's very popular, disgusting stuff, but yeah, it is very popular. Yeah,
it's very popular. Do they just is it like straight out of tubes or something? They're very chunky people, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're very slim.
Well, I'm originally from Australia, so you know I'm a transplant here.
Aren't you a bit afraid that you'll be crushed or maybe eaten by one of these enormous Hawaiians? No. Are they just free to roam the countryside wherever they?
Well, I mean, unfortunately, Hawaii is a similar story to a lot of these other places in the world where there's been colonialism, and then you know, the pure Hawaiians have basically died out. You know, and these days there's only Hawaiians that have intermarried with other cultures, especially. There's a lot of Filipinos here, a lot of Chinese, Japanese. So it's really hard to find 100%
Filipinos and Chinese and Japanese. Oh, that would be terrible, because if these round Hawaiians get a little bit of yellow in them, won't it be just like living Pokemon every day?
Well, I mean, there's what happened was Hawaii got supposedly annexed in the 1890s and made part of the U.S. But there are still people that are part of the Hawaii sovereignty movement that claim that was not legal, and that never really it happened. It happened de facto, but it's not de jure. So Hawaii still is its own kingdom. So you know, there's undercurrents of resistance, just as there is in a lot of parts of the world, Australia, New Zealand, where a white man came and messed things up.
Yeah, yeah, and they obviously the people want to get back to being Pikachus. Well, you've been researching some of the worst parts of the intelligence compromise agenda, something which has existed for thousands of years, as you yourself point out. However, everyone has a bottom line. So tell me, what's the lowest amount of cash you'd accept for an Israeli politician to rub your woo woo for 1 hour?
None. And my woo is not for rubbing from any
Bottom
Israeli
line, Mac. Everyone's got a bottom line. Don't tell me that.
No.
An hour, an Israeli politician. I mean, it's like £50.
Not for sale.
No. Okay. And anyway, it'd be in shekels. I don't even know what that means. Anyway, so I don't know if you're aware, but and you might have noticed, Truth Bomb is a very sexist and racist show. I'm sorry about that. The tagline for the show is actually "Truth Bomb. We hate it when black women gain their voice." Are you ready to create a male-dominated white society with me, or are you essentially George Soros?
I'm not George Soros, but fire away with your questions.
Excellent. Well, indeed, taking on Makia Freeman today is the one of my good friends and a returning guest, of course, to the show, Tim Hinchliffe. None of that was too bad, was it, Tim? You're not blushing at all.
Not blushing at all. It wasn't bad at all. I mean, you barely scratched the surface. You can do a lot better than that, Johnny.
Okay. I was being polite. You're right, Tim. Well, whereas Mac lives with Pikachus, Pikachu-like beefcakes, you're surrounded by bubble butt Latinas, aren't you? Have you also got to catch them all?
Oh, the big booty Latinas. Yeah, it's kind of a game you play out there, especially if you're on the bus, because buses get really crowded. You got to bump up against one another. You get to, I mean, well, I'm taller than them, so my nose is in their armpits, but they're in my armpits. We're butt to butt, cheek to cheek, swaying. And as buses down here in Colombia, there's always a sideshow going on. So somebody will come up with a boombox and start rapping. You start getting that little salsa going.
My boy, that's my boy. I love him. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Do you have the same thing when you fly around there? The leg room is just atrocious on Latin flights.
Oh, it's the same as wherever. I mean, I'm a poor person, so I'm always at the back of the plane, and I'm 6'2", which is 1.87 for you weirdos out there in the other system. But yeah, so it's always I'm cramped all the time.
Yeah, I bet. Well, we've worked together a lot over the years. We've probably done about 20 shows together at least, not to mention the private OnlyFans stuff. So my question is simple. Why do you keep coming back for more, Tim?
It's the beard. You inspired me so much. It's the first time it's the beard and the ponytail. I'm trying to emulate you right now. I haven't grown a beard in 3 years, but once I do, it's all freaking great.
How's your ponytail going?
Oh, look, it's great. Amazing.
Get there. Get there. I believe in you.
Working
Don't worry,
on it.
they'll do Ozempic for the hair or whatever eventually. I don't know what that means, but still. So you'll be taking on Mac today. Do you think he's an upgrade or a downgrade from your previous opponent, Dan Fournier?
I'm loving this because, all right, so it's very international what we've got go on because Dan Fournier-cation was Canadian, is Canadian, and now we got Makia Freeman.
He's just
who's
moved
an
to
Australian.
Thailand as
well. Yeah, he's a transplant just like I am. So he's talking about the colonizers and we're going into their lands. Well, yeah, here I am, there you are. So upgrade or no, I don't know. Well, can't be worse than no, because they're both Commonwealth countries, aren't they? Australia, Canada.
Yeah, secret Nazis, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Well, okay. So some parts of Colombia during the rainy seasons notorious hard to live in. Do you often get wet down south?
All the time. The wetter, the better. No, and no, just 2 days ago in Medellin, in the town, in the city, it just flooded the little all the highways, the regional, the regional was completely flooded, inundated yesterday. It was going up into all these storefronts and things, and so yeah, for me, it's nice to watch everyone getting wet. And but
Well, you like watching Latinos
I like to watch
going downstream, do you?
the OnlyFans, and then so yeah, and I do I participate here and there. Yeah.
What in weather modification? Like the white man always does. Right. Okay. If you remember last time, you won the match because Dan Fournier said, "God save the king." Have you any advice for Makia for his first time?
Praise Charles Chucky Fingers Rex, Sausage Fingers Rex. Praise him all you want. Give lots of love to the British Crown, and you'll be fine.
That's it.
Even though they're pedophiles.
Well, you know, we've all got skeletons in our closets. Well, I am dying for a bit of wankety wank. Would you gentlemen like to join me?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's play Truth Bomb. Welcome to our first round. I asked honest and truthful AI for 6 infamous quotes from 6 infamous characters. However, I've sneakily swapped out the words, some of the words, with the word wank. All our contestants have to do is guess the missing word. They can get extra points also if they guess the person behind the quote, who is on the picture on screen. And there's an extra little bonus today, like I did on the last one as well. There's also the person, if you can manage to guess all of it, then you get a chance to guess the person who within a movie have said that line as well for an extra point. So Mac, you're going to go first. All you have to do, guess the missing word. It'll come up on screen very shortly. Here we go. Let's play Wankety Wank. Okay.
Okay, so we've got all wanks are equal, but some wanks are more equal than others. So that's Animals by George Orwell.
Yes. So you could tell that's the first person up there dressed as a furry for some reason. I can't quite. Oh yeah, because they're all animals, aren't they? Yeah, the first ones are a little bit easy. Now you got good. That's good. That's 2 points there. Your first one, straight in, no kissing, start scoring. Who is the actor that played or said that line in the movie, a movie adaptation?
Unfortunately,
I will hand it over.
Unfortunately, so is this all me, or does Tim jump
Mac,
in as well?
Okay. You've got the 2 right, so you get to go for the third. So go.
Unfortunately, I didn't watch the movie. I only read the book, so I'm not going to get this. Don't know.
It was his voice. Is the voice? I tell you, it's the voice he played. The voice of Benjamin the donkey. And Tim, I'm going to hand it over to you because you look like you're urinating right now, and that means I really desperately want to hear what you got to say. Can you guess who's that little furry on the right is?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've never seen the movie either, but that's the Irish actor Peter Postlethwaite.
Yes. Okay, that's good. So there you go. Matt gets 2 points there. I'm going to just mark down. I have to say, I do my own scoring at the moment.
Well, who just got points right there?
Well, Matt got 2 points and you got 1 point. But, I will give you, Tim, an extra chance for a point to equal up on this if you can correctly, without cheating in any way, spell that actor's last name correctly.
Postlewaithe.
No, unfortunately, you don't get the extra point. It's Postlewaite. Thwaite. Yes. Pete Postlethwaite, one of the best
very Irish name.
Paid Obadiah Staines in the Sharp series as well. Is one of it played what was his name in the most one Usual Suspects. He was the strange he played like a Japanese character. It's unbelievable. He also played Daniel Day-Lewis's father in The Name of the Father.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was also in Jurassic
Giuseppe.
Park 2, The Lost World.
Well, I didn't know that. I saw that twice in the cinema, and it was I fell asleep both times. So there you go. Excellent. Well, that's good. I said the beginning question there. Mac, you got 2, and Tim, you got 1. We're going to go on. Tim, it's your turn to go first on this next one. I'm going to just move it along. You'll see 2 characters, easy ones. They're easy. They're easy at the start. They're easy. We all know they're easy. I'm not going to lie to you. They're easy at the start. I'm saying they're easy. And this one, we were somewhere around Barstow on the edge of the wank when the drugs began to take hold.
Desert. This is
Yes.
yeah.
Of course.
I've read that book a million times, and I've seen the movie a million times.
Who wrote the book, of course?
Hunter Stockton Thompson.
Yes, yeah. And I have to say, it is pretty easy for the last one. You get an easier actor here. Who is the actor that said those lines?
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, okay. Have you ever read that book there, Mac?
No, I haven't.
No. I've almost got halfway through it about 4 times. For some reason, I never get through to the end. Excellent. I won't give you an extra point for it though, Tim, because you know it so well. But can you tell me the character that Johnny Depp plays? The pseudo characters for Hunter S. Thompson himself.
Raoul Duke.
Yeah, Raoul. Indeed. Okay, back over to you, Mac. Oh, you might have got some hard ones. I think you'll do really well in one of the rounds later. I'm pretty positive, but you might have got some hard ones. This one's maybe a little bit difficult. Here we go. This is it. It's 1 wank, 2 wank, red wank, blue wank.
All right, I'm just gonna have to take a stab at this one. Let's go with fish.
There's some evidence that it might be fish. Yes, indeed. It's 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. Can you tell me the classic author who authored that?
I cannot.
Oh, you could take a stab.
I can take a stab. I'm gonna take a stab.
I'd say he's a pretty famous for his patterns being like that.
Right. I think I've got a good idea for a wild guess here, and that is gonna be Dr. Seuss.
Yes. I like it. I like it when people take stabs. Now the next one, I don't know how to that an Australian and American are gonna do about this. But he's you would know him, that face straight away if you were British. So Mac, do you know who that is?
Are we talking about the person on the left or the right?
The right.
He looks like he was one of 2 people that were in a comedy duo that I watched a long time ago. Am I right?
Probably Bottom.
Yes. I did see
the other
him.
one was Adrian Edmondson.
Yes, I have no idea what his name is though, but I do remember a couple of his shows.
That is a shame, but you get 2 points there. I'm gonna hand it over to Tim. Tim, do you know who that wonderful character is?
In the green and yellow?
Yeah.
God, he looks like it's not Tony Blair. He's got kind of the hair of Blair. So I'm not gonna say Tony Blair.
It's funny you say that because he's also played a political character in something, a very famous show in the UK as well. He's one of the most famous British comedy actors of all time.
Peter Sellers?
No. He was Lord Flashheart in the Blackadder series. He was, of course, in
Hugh Laurie.
No, that was Melchard. It was not he wasn't Melchard. Sorry, he was name Percy, and then later he was also the prince. No, it's not. It's Rick Mail. Rick Mail was also Drop Dead Fred in the movie Drop Dead Fred once upon a time. One of the best comedy. He was also in The Young Ones. Really one of the best comedy actors of UK history. Died a few years back. It was very sad. But no one gets a point for that still for Rick Mail. Still, he's amazing. So this next one goes to Tim first. Here we go. Go on to the next picture. I had to do some photoshopping myself on this. I think you can already tell. AI just wouldn't pull up the one face at all. Just didn't like it. So Tim, I'm going to tell you the quote now. Just got to find it. There you go. It does not dwell. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to wank. That is an important. Listen. Kids, listen. It's wait. I'm asking them to listen. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to wank. Don't forget that. Walk forward with it. Anyway, go on.
Well, you shouldn't forget to wank. But man, I've heard this quote. I know where it's from, but so in the context, well, I'm going to do something that kind of looks like wank. Wake.
No. So at this point now, Mac, you get to try and steal this.
I'm gonna jump in and say, forget to live.
Oh, he's good. He's done it. Forget to live. Okay, well, again, it's now on you. Do you know who wrote that? What the name of the author is?
Well, I mean, we've got on the left there, we've got an AI version of J.K. Rowling. So let's
sexy as hell, isn't she?
Yeah,
AI J.K. Rowling. Woo! I mean,
she looks pretty hot there. Yeah, I'm gonna go with J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, most definitely. Sorry, I might giving it away after you said it by shouting, yeah, sexy J.K. Rowling. I mean, in reality, she's all right, I suppose, but
looks like Melisandre, the Red Witch from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I think she's a bit like that in reality too, because you do know she was a World Economic Forum Young Global Leader as well. It's such a it stinks of
she was.
Oh yeah, it stinks.
Okay.
It stinks that she was put in her place to be the antithesis of the argument they wanted to control. I'm just saying that. I mean, it's because I'm conspiratorial and I'm a wanker. Okay, so the person on the right there, Mac, you still got control of this. You've stolen it from Tim. You've stolen 2 points away from him. I mean,
unfortunately, I don't know because he looks like maybe a British version of George Carlin, but yeah, I don't know. Sorry.
To be honest, he might actually be as funny in real life. I'll give a little as I hand it over to Tim, who already knows. Tim, because you know already, I'm going to give you a chance for an extra bonus point here. So tell me who that is then.
Richard Harris.
Yes, one of the most famous British actors and hilariously funny.
Irish.
Hilariously funny. One of the most funniest men. Can you tell me for an extra point? I will give you an extra point for this. Who his best friend and drinking buddy was for many, many years, who the two of them would go around and get in all sorts of trouble, and you can find many videos.
He's got two.
I'm looking for the number one.
Okay, Peter O'Toole.
Yes, nice, well done. That's a niche question.
And he's Irish. He's not. He's
yes.
Richard
Okay,
Harris
sorry.
Irish. He's not British.
Sorry.
Don't try to claim him.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the Irish people, but my great granddad was Orange Order, so he hated you. There you go. So it's in my blood, obviously. I told you I'm a racist. There was a lady today who said there's only one island when I said she was from Northern Ireland. And I was really tempted to be like, it's all British, even though that I consider myself completely Welsh and hate the idea of colonialism. I just like winding people up like that. Okay, so that's right. I'm not going to give you an extra point for pointing out that I'm racist in any way. You did very well there. Mac, you're on to the next one. Here we go. The next one is it is the
lady
lady.
doth protest too much.
Yes, you do. You know your stuff. The lady doth wank too much, methinks. Is of course the lady doth protest too much, methinks. So that means you obviously know who's on the left there.
Well, I mean, I know that's a Shakespeare quote, but
That's
I
it. That's it. Go
read
on.
Shakespeare. I didn't watch that many of his plays being done as
Well,
movies. So
is that Shakespeare? The one on the left, of course, is an AI rendition of Shakespeare. So,
yes.
and that's based on bollocks anyway.
Yep.
And so the next one, of course, is the actor or actress who read that line out loud in Mel Gibson version from 1990, or at least the one with Mel Gibson in 1990. So the female actress, it's I can't remember what the actual character's name is. It's like Gertrude or something, who's the one who actually says that line. But anyway, let's call her Goebbels.
All right. So what's the question? Is there a question for me here?
Yeah, who the hell is she?
I don't know. I can't even really take a stab.
I think Tim might know. Tim, this
I'd like to
poor
take a stab.
rendition here of AI rendition of this person. Can you guess who it is?
That looks to me like Glenn Close.
Yeah, you got another one here. You got another one. So, well, Matt
I have
gets
so much
2.
useless information.
We join the useless information club. This is why we're stuck in the conspiracy version, because for everybody else, the truth is useless information. This is the way the world works. That's how it is. I know I laugh, but I cry at night too. Okay, Tim. This is next one's last one is up for you first. We started off on Max, so you get the last one. And when I put it on, tell me, Tim, if you can work out, and you got to replace the correct word, even if you can work out what the wankety wank line is for this. Okay, I'm gonna put it on. Here we go with the picture, just with the picture alone. There you go. Do you want to see the line? You can just see the line if you want.
Yeah, por favor.
Okay. One does not simply wank into Mordor. I love it. It makes me laugh forever. Yeah. Go on.
It's walk.
Walk. Why are you saying it like Christopher Walken?
Walk. You gotta walk. One does not simply walk. Mordor.
Yeah, why is that? Anyway, Mordor. Sorry, go on, do it. You do him. You do him talking about going to Mordor. I like it.
Oh, one does not simply walk. Mordor. It's just not fair. No. That sounded like more like who else? Someone doing an imitation of Walken.
That sounds a little bit like Eddie Murphy almost.
Yeah, that was racist, man.
What you talking about, Shrek?
That sounded like Walken, then. Okay, anyway, that was good. So you got that. So you know who's in the left of the go-kart there, which it doesn't look anything like him, but it doesn't really matter because none of us know what he looks like. So I didn't feel the need to actually go any further. This is the AI rendition of the author of that book. Who's that? You know?
That's J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yes.
John Ronald Reuel Tolkien.
I would have, I would, to be honest, I would have given you extra points if you had gone, yeah, Tolkien. But you didn't, so. And of course, on the left, the person who famously said that line.
Well, the actor is Sean Bean, and the character is Boromir, son of Denethor, brother of Faramir.
Yes. Yes, it is. Oh well, you did well there. You got all three, and that was an easy one. I have to say that was an easy one. Maybe even unfair. Okay, I for that reason, right? I'll give an extra point to Mac if you do one thing right. It's going to be hard. Okay. Yesterday, I'm laughing at the very thought of what I did yesterday. Yesterday, I watched a YouTube video which made me very angry, and I had to turn off before the end because they were talking about Muppetizing Lord of the Rings and which characters would be replaced with Muppets. And the guy basically didn't want anybody to be replaced with Muppets by the end of it. It was hardly any. Made me very angry. Can you guess who would Gonzo or Rizzo the Rat would be?
So I'm guessing which Muppet would be Gonzo?
Yeah. And Rizzo the Rat. I think it's pretty obvious. I guessed it before they even said it straight away. I was like, that's those two, because you'd expect Kermit to be Frodo, wouldn't you?
Yes. I cannot. Sorry.
Okay. I won't give you a point for it, but who do you think, Tim?
I think
Got him. No. Merry and Pippin, of course. You gotta be. The narration. Oh, I'm very disappointed with you.
Oh, I thought you were
take
saying like
all of your points away now. After the first round, Wanky Wank, Makia Freeman has 8 points, and Tim Hinchliffe has 10 points. Brilliant. We're doing well. Right, fantastic, Tim. Now, for an extra point, tell me, how many ice agents does it take to change a light bulb?
3. You need one. Oh.
I've already told you no, but what was going to be your reasoning? Yeah, I didn't think you were going to give me reasoning.
Well, you need one to sit on the shoulders of another ice agent, and the third one has his arm up the ass to help the guy screw in the light bulb.
No. The answer is they'll hold you down and shoot you in the head for a light bulb. Which is really what they did. They just it was only a light bulb and a little bit spitting and shouting. But anyway, what are you going to do when they invent ice in Colombia?
I'm going to make margaritas.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be what your answer is. I thought you would have some of that Latin cola. I don't know what Latin cola is like, even though I live
down here we got
there.
Colombiana.
Oh yeah, is it good?
I think it looks like Iron Brew, but I've never had Iron Brew, but it looks like it.
Well, Iron Brew is pretty tasty. It's probably down. It's probably on the top 10 of fizzy pops. Okay. Anyway, if civil war starts in the US, do you think they'll call you back to be fodder for inappropriate drones?
I'm too old. They wouldn't. And plus, they couldn't even find me where I am anyway. So no way.
Yeah, but I mean, if they did, and they brought you back, and they set drones upon you that tickle your bits or whatnot, wouldn't you like that?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, sure. I'd let them probe. It'll be all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially if I got paid.
Technocratic sex probing, we'll call it. That's good. Mac, how's the illegal immigration in Hawaii? Does it come in waves?
Luckily, it's very low here because we're out in the middle of the Pacific, so it's pretty hard for them to get over here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's until they just suddenly let them over by plane. That's what they do over where we are. They don't. For some reason, like anybody else gets checked on the other side. Like if I go to Italy or France or Ukraine or wherever, it wouldn't matter. I'd have to show my passport. They wouldn't let me on the plane unless I showed them all these details. For some reason, these guys just get to come on anyway. I don't understand it. Oh, that'll happen.
It's almost as if it's a planned agenda for all these first world countries.
No. No, I won't have it. I won't have any of these conspiracies about great replacements or whatnot. I don't like that. Oh. So you're obviously a fan of the surf. Do you like it? A bit of surf? Is that true?
Yes,
painting
yeah,
you in
I like a
corner?
bit. I like to go paddling here. I also like to go hiking. There's a lot of great mountains and trails.
Can you show us your best moves now?
Well, no, I'm not actually a surfer, so
You don't have to try that hard. I'm easily impressed. You could just say you are and then do the moves that you think you would do, and you might get an extra point.
I think I need to get a point for my shaka. I definitely think
Okay,
that's
okay. No, I'm not going to give you that, but okay, I'll give you another. Here you go. Here you go. Try again for another point. Describe to me the scene as George H.W. Bush and Alan Dulles set up behind the grassy knoll to assassinate Kennedy.
all right. So they are basically saying, okay, Dulles is saying, I've got my buddy, my protege, James Jesus Angleton. He's in with the Israelis. He's going to handle the whole cover up. He's got his man at the FBI, William Sullivan. We're going to control exactly what goes to the Warren Commission. George, you need to say that there's another George Bush who just happened to work at the CIA. You know, if anything ever comes out in the future, you can claim that you were never here. In fact, you don't remember where you were. You are one of the only people in the whole world who doesn't remember where he was on November 22nd, 1963. Got it? Okay, we're good.
Oh, that's good. That's a... Anyway, sorry. I had to. You might not have heard of all of those noises that I was making then, but I was making a lot of noises. That's good. That's very good. I like it very much. Okay, so now we come to the specialist subject round straight away. Our contestants are experts in their field of study, of course. They will be asked 10 questions each on their subjects with extra points available for worthy truth bombs. So remember, guys, don't be afraid to throw in the truth bomb. Say truth bomb at the end and make sure you get in as many as you can. Make sure first up for this round is going to be Tim. So let's play. Tim, hello.
Hello.
For your specialist subject, you have chosen 10 questions on DARPA's history and programs. But they're basically the same thing, really. Because it's just one big long program, really. Remember, I want right answers for a point, and you'll earn extra points by giving me a truth bomb related to each question. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. In what year was ARPA founded?
1958.
Okay, nice. That's good. That's a good start. You got your first one there. You got your first one. Have you got anything to add on to that? Do you want to say the words?
The words of what it stands for, or the words of something to say?
Truth bomb.
Truth bomb. Okay. 1958 was in response to what was it? The Soviets. 1957. Sputnik won the launch.
Oh, I look at you. You already got quite fruity there, because I think you're gonna. Yeah, I am not going to give you the truth bomb for that, because I'm going to say the next question: what event prompted the creation of ARPA?
the Soviets launching Sputnik 1 the year before, 1957.
Yes, indeed. Have you any truth bombs about that?
Not Sputnik.
Can't rely on that extra point you
No,
scored.
I mean, Sputnik is what launched the whole space race thing. The Soviets were the first ones to put a satellite up there, and so then America wanted to get into that.
Indeed. Okay. I'll accept something there. I'll accept a point. Okay, third one. What network developed by ARPA became the internet precursor?
ARPANET.
Yes. Okay, good. Anything about ARPANET you got there?
TRUTHBOMB. It was throughout the 1960s is when that was going on.
Okay. That's pretty early. It's pretty early as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 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 I can accept that. What program focused on nuclear explosion detection? Oh, that is not the answer, by the way. Oh, that's what Nixon used to say.
No, I got a pass.
That was Project Vela.
Ella.
Have you got anything about nuclear stuff? Be inventive, you know?
One of the early directors at DARPA who had worked on TCP/IP was Robert Kahn, who was a first cousin, once removed distant cousin of Herman Kahn,
Oh,
who worked on
I-
who was a nuclear strategist who was, according to you, the inspiration of Dr. Strangelove.
yeah. No, well, according to a few people, I'm not sure. I think Doctor Strangelove was multiple people anyway, but he was definitely one of the mentors of Klaus Schwab, of course, and sent back from Kissinger's international seminar to set up the World Economic Forum or the European Management Symposium, and to garner support for it as well, and was one of the ones who sat up on stage on the first one. And of course, this is all during the time he was actually also beforehand he was very much one of Kissinger's boys. Afterwards, he really didn't like where the Club of Rome went on the third European Management Symposium with Malthusianism, and he then really went hard on the idea of a hopeful future. So I like to always have a hope that he had seen the light at the end of the tunnel eventually, but who knows? Okay, so who invented? Now this is interesting. I thought this was someone else, but who invented the computer mouse with ARPA funding?
Ooh. Are we talking about a person or a company?
A person.
I'm just going through recycling the names I've got. Licklighter. Licklighter.
No, it's not that weird name that you've just seemingly made up. No, it's Douglas Engelbart.
Engelbart.
Engelbart. I had someone on the show, Steve Kirsch. You know, he claimed to be. I'm sure he claimed to have invented the first mouse. I'm sure. But it's very interesting that question comes up. No, unfortunately, have you got any truth bombs that can be shoved in uncomfortably into things like computer mouse, maybe the creation of technology of that era or whatnot?
I think at the same era was the invention of the transmission control protocol and internet protocol TCP/IP by DARPA.
Not sure which era was this. I suppose this is 70s.
I would say the 70s. I'm guessing.
It is 70s. Okay. Well, you're not going to get a point there. I'm going to move
Well
on. Next one. What was the first? Well, these can be hard. Maybe I don't know if you'll know these. What was the first mobile robot with AI funding by ARPA? You're doing it. You're doing the right
Shaky.
movement.
Shaky.
Yeah, shaky.
Shaky. Truth bomb. Shaky could was the first one that could like start to reason and not have to get an input coming in from like do this. It could start moving on, like it didn't need a single input for every single move. It could anticipate a little bit of that. And Truth
Dude.
Bomb, the next one that replaced it, I think Shaky was 1966, and the one that replaced it was Flaky.
That's a good truth bomb. It's a good truth bomb. Flaky. Did Flaky get cutting in and out? I take it.
It
Okay.
was a bit
Okay.
flaky.
You did all right. What advanced prosthetic arm did DARPA develop?
Are you talking about an actual arm, or are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Is that a prosthetic arm did DARPA develop?
I would say bionic arm.
No. No, it's called the Luke arm. Luke,
Luke
capital
arm.
letters. So
Okay.
I don't know if you get. I will give you an extra point if you can come up with something that Luke can be an anagram for. That is amusing.
Long undulating killing engine.
Yes, okay. I'll give you an extra point for that. Have you got any
Well, Truth Bomb
bombs?
on well,
Okay.
prosthetics. There's a DARPA program called BG Plus, Bridging the Gap Plus, which is using neural interfaces that is trying to restore movement and limb movement. I believe it's neural interfaces. I know the program's called BG Plus because I wrote about it a couple years ago, and it was trying to help soldiers walk again. So yes, there's that.
Yeah, it's like, isn't that what Pretty was doing? Was helping soldiers walk again, isn't he? Wasn't he a nurse in rehabilitation?
Oh yeah, that totally non-doctored image. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
yeah,
like
yeah.
it. When I saw it, that was like, oh man, it's like semi cut and paste, semi AI. It's like so hard. Yeah. Have you ever seen that picture of Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump, and a load of girls? And Jeffrey Epstein's got like no legs.
Mhm.
I had one guy send me a load of pictures once of Jeffrey Epstein and said, "Oh, look at all these pictures, or you should release them all." It was obviously an operation to make me release just a load of pictures, and they were ridiculous. Some of them were ridiculous, really ridiculous. Yeah. I'm still waiting to see them come out though, and people go, "Newly discovered pictures of Epstein," and it turns out they're all real, but they were so ridiculous. Some of the Epstein hair they went with, but I can't even imagine what his hair would have been like in the 80s. Woo. Okay, anyway, now let's stop fantasizing about Epstein's 80s hairdos. Next question: what program aided Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine development?
Oh, it was an mRNA technology platform of some sort. The actual program name?
Yeah, it's got capital letters and everything.
Yarg. It's got capital letters and everything.
It's got capital letters.
Project Genocide.
You get okay. Hey, originally there was a rule that if you made me laugh, you get a point. So I'm gonna give you a point there. Anyway, adept. You knew that, didn't you? You knew that was dirty. Well, you could truth bomb still because there's a lot to truth bomb about Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine development. Be careful though. Remember, they still come along and kill people on YouTube. They take me outside, YouTube people. They take me outside my house. They put me on my knees and they shoot my brains all over the park in front of children. If we go too far,
Truth Bomb, I believe Moderna never had a viable product before that DARPA funding, before the vaccine, before that shot came out. It was working on shit for I think about a decade, and it didn't produce anything, nothing that was profitable, nothing of worth until that program. Adept.
Very, very useful. Very useful. Good, nice little truth bomb. I like a little bit of that. I like. Okay, so we got two more here. What anti-tank missile comes from the Tank Breaker program?
Anti-tank.
pretty famous.
Definitely not the Scud. um,
Oh.
not a howitzer. That's way before. The actual missile. Damn. No, I can't.
You've never played Call of Duty then?
Oh, well, thanks for that. No, okay. Oh shit. It's not an RPG. It's not a side one. No, it's not a
You can feel it in your brain, can't you? Yeah.
Stinger.
Oh no, unfortunately not. It's Javelin. So
played Call of Duty in 10, 15, 13 years.
I know. Me too. The last time I played Call of Duty was while I was on acid. And I was like, I stopped playing computer games that moment. It's amazing. It saved me a lot of time. Okay, so have you got anything truth bomb about tank technology?
That tanks are no longer relevant anymore, according to Eric Schmidt. He was talking at the Harvard Kennedy School just a couple weeks ago, saying that tanks are no longer a thing, that now you need, it's all about drones, and that nobody should sell tanks anymore or buy them. And why should we stockpile them? Because look at Ukraine. Don't do tanks, do drones.
Wouldn't much modern mechanized armor be the next step in actual fact that that they're probably going to use? It's all right. I'll give you a point for that. I'll give you a point. And okay, so the last question: what 1960 reconnaissance satellite program provided intelligence?
Provided what? Intelligence?
Yeah, intelligence. Obviously, to DARPA, I suppose some of the questions they say is just like honestly wild.
U2?
You don't even pronounce it properly. No, Corona, which was
it just comes full circle. They're a virus.
It comes full circle. That's Corona, yeah. That's what it was all along. There's a theme to that in a sense in this time. Any truth bombs about anything, the satellite intelligence networks or anything?
Well, DARPA has set out, and it's actually working, I believe, with Elon Musk is putting those satellite meshes out there.
Elon Musk.
To do, to bring in internet and stuff, and to censor and, to rain missiles and bombs down on us from space.
Well, you can kind of understand why when you look at what we're up to. I mean, pretty much we're very silly. We're silly, wasteful humans. I mean, if I was to sit down and say, how can I better humanity? Eventually, I'd have to start raining missiles down, wouldn't I? Isn't that the logical conclusion?
I was going to say, that's the only logical conclusion.
It's got to be. It's got to be. Oh, what we having for supper tonight? Ooh, missile Armageddon apocalypse. There you go. Okay, right. So the last one, here we go. The end of this specialist subject round. Can you tell me anything, a good final truth bomb about DARPA, ARPA, whatever?
Okay, so yeah, DARPA was founded in 1958 with a budget of $520 million. It was during the first director was Roy Johnson. Nowadays, the budget's about between 4.1 and 4.36 million or billion dollars. They've really taken off. DARPA has really taken off into the areas of transhumanism. So a lot of brain-computer interface technologies. They've also gotten into a lot of predictive programming, predictive policing, predictive situational awareness to know what everyone's doing before they do it. So those are programs like Theory of Mind, Callisti, Magix. Yeah. Oh, they also came up with apart from global positioning system technology, they also came up with the voice assistance technology that goes into Alexa and Siri and all that shit. So they're at the cutting edge of what do they call it? What do they do? High risk, high reward. Research.
Wanking in a bush. Sorry, yeah, something, yeah, whatever. Murder, high risk, high reward. Janet there on the top end of the genocide slope. Excellent. Okay. Well, I can tell you in total in that round, you scored an admirable 15 points. So some of that was laughter points, of course. A sneaky, naughty corruption points. Really, they're attached to the corruption community of points. I like that.
This
very
is the
much.
game we've played, baby. This is what the game we've chosen. Don't hate the
It's,
player.
it's,
Don't
it's
hate
a
the
very
player.
corrupt, sexual game. Hello, how are you?
I am good. I'm ready for the specialist round.
Right. Okay. Well, although you wanted originally, when I asked you, I asked people. I already had something kind of planned that I'd been working on, and it seemed to fit well. So I know you wanted JFK assassination as your main subject, but that'll come around in the next round. So
No, I'm equally comfortable with 9/11, so it's all
yeah,
good.
well, it's a 9/11 with a twist because, of course,
Okay.
I did rounds with Jason Bamas and Hesher on straight 9/11. Straight 9/11. Yeah, that's sort of like girlfriend experience 9/11. The straight, but it's everything right down the line. You know what you're getting, kind of 9/11. This is a
Okay.
different one. This is
All
a
right.
little bit. This is a little bit round the corner. 9/11. This is 9/11 as a false flag operation, which I think you'll thrive on. This. Remember to be forthcoming with your truth bomb. Say truth bomb at the end and get as many points as you can. Really, you do want to put in a good score here. You have a good possibility in this game in particular of getting a good score. So your 10 questions. And remember, I want a right answer for a point. You earn extra by truth bombs related to each question. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. What do truthers now? Remember, AI doesn't like truthers. AI isn't a happy. They're not a happy camper when it comes to. What do truthers claim caused the Twin Towers collapse?
They claimed that they were hit by two planes, and then there were structural issues. And
this isn't the official story. I don't want the official. I want what AI says, because AI says, "What do truthers claim?"
Oh, what AI says? What
they're
truthers
talking.
say.
This is what I mean by it's with a twist. They're talking about it through a conspiracy lens while insulting conspiracy theorists. So you've got to take that into mind.
AI says that truthers say that the buildings fell due to controlled demolition.
Boom! There you go. I like it. Controlled demolition is what. I'll give you a nice point for that. Now, have you anything to say?
Yeah, I'm going to truth bomb now. There have been various theories for a long time in the 9/11 truth community about how the buildings actually fell. There seems to be a widespread agreement that they could not possibly have been caused by localized office fires on the 90th floor or whatever. But we have the theory that they were blown up with pre-planted explosives, nanothermite being one of the agents there. And then we also have the theory of Dr. Judy Wood that they were taken down with directed energy weaponry. And she presents compelling evidence in her book, Where Did the Towers Go? And personally, I see no reason why it could not have been both. There were very, very suspicious art students, i.e. Mossad agents, that were doing a project called the B thing. They called themselves Gelatin, and they were on the exact floors that were hit, the 90th floor or so. And they got caught installing a balcony and playing around with the wiring of the building. And even there were photographs with boxes with fuses, BB-8 fuses behind them that were published in even mainstream media at the time. So yeah, I think there's no doubt that there were pre-planted explosives in the building. courtesy of the Mossad, and it could also have well been that the directed energy weapons came in and dustified the buildings and finished them off.
Okay, that is a lot. You've had a lot. That, to be honest, a truth bomb is just one thing, really. But
Okay.
there was a lot there. It was a lot there. I gave you the point. It's a good amount. But you also, I mean, you'll see that there's only a limited number of questions that AI can actually ask. And truth bomb isn't necessarily about the questions AI asks and answers. It's actually about the response to that, really.
Gotcha.
So it's good. What substance, here you go, you mentioned it, what substance do theorists say was found in World Trade Center dust?
Nanothermite.
Okay. I am very happy to hear a truth bomb related directly to nanothermite.
Okay. We have Dr. Stephen Jones, who spent a lot of his time offering research showing that when he did tests, there were residues of this substance, which is highly explosive, that was found in the dust and debris at the World Trade Center complex area.
It was a fantastic amount of heat continuously as well, wasn't it? It's amazing how long things actually kept smoldering for afterwards. That's excellent. A good truth bomb there. I like it. What do conspiracy claims say? This AI, they just can't. They say it with disdain. They do. What do conspiracy claims say hit the Pentagon?
A missile.
Missile.
And I'm going to truth bomb. Donald Rumsfeld did an interview in the month subsequent to 9/11 where he claimed that he misspoke. He was in the middle of saying you can't just have terrorists with, getting knives and forks and using them as weapons. And I was there when the missile hit the big. I didn't mean missile. I misspoke.
Yeah.
Did he misspeak? Is the question.
Did he? What a dirty, rotten bastard. That's what we can tell. We can definitely tell that he's a dirty, rotten bastard. Whatever. Rumsfeld is possibly one of the worst people in history who hasn't really been noted as being one of the worst people in history.
Yep, Mr. Aspartame.
Yeah, we don't know a lot about what he's done in certain parts of his periods in office as well. He's been working in politics for a very long time, but in this dark realm of politics, same sort of political areas that people like Stanley Pottinger and others went round in this sort of Bush Republican era, evil cabal of people. Okay, the next one. What building do theorists call the strongest demolition evidence? This is an easy one.
Building 7.
Yeah, of course. World Trade Center 7, or 7 World Trade Centers, many as I think the address would actually write. Now, I'm not sure if you'll even be able to come up with any truth bombs for Building 7. Is there anything about it that was suspicious?
Well, I mean, I can truth bomb, but it's so well known, what I'm about to say, that I'm sure AI has some way it's probably going to spin it or twist it. But it was reported that it was demolished before it actually was, because there was a BBC reporter, Jane Stanley, who was talking about it 30 minutes or so before it actually falls, and you can see it in the background.
Well, yeah, you can see in the background. That's crazy. That's just, I mean, those were good days. That was when them doing these sort of operations also had a comedy angle. The BBC always have to be involved in that. BBC comedy have always been the finest, I have to say. Okay. You're doing very well. Maybe too well. Maybe you need to be hobbled eventually. Who knows? We'll see. What document do truthers link to needing a new Pearl Harbor?
That would be the PNAC document, Rebuilding America's Defenses. The Project for a New American Century is the full name for PNAC.
Yeah, of course, the Project for American Century. Some amazingly, they're very hard to look at. The members of PNAC and the members, these sort of organizations are extreme deep state. Was Victoria Newland part of PNAC? I wouldn't be
Not
surprised.
actually on the board, but her husband Robert Kagan was a big part of it.
There you go. Oh my God, can you imagine that dinner table back in the day? Do you think there was ever a time where she was sexy?
Actually, if you look at pictures of her before she got fat in the 90s,
before she got fucked, did you say?
Before she got fat, I mean, she might not have been as good as that AI J.K. Rowling that you showed half an hour ago. But,
AI Victoria Newland is hot, man. I'm gonna try and do it. An AI Victoria Newland round. So I'll give you a point just for that little bit of information there as well. For that, so that'll be a truth bomb. They're truly these sort of organizations are discussed in deep state, CIA, globalist intelligence blob fronts. They're some of the worst, aren't they? Some of them.
Sure.
Okay. What you'll get this one easy. What alleged group filmed the attacks celebrating? This is AI now. They've been very like, oh, what do truthers believe here? What do truthers believe there? But now they're like, what? This is a really strange wording. What alleged group? Alleged, even though they all came back, appeared on the TV show together and everything. What alleged group filmed the attacks celebrating?
Well, they became known as the Five Dancing Israelis.
Why?
Two of them were known Mossad agents out of the five.
The Mossad doing operations in America, you say? Tell me more.
Yes. So there was a truck in the New Jersey area called Urban Moving Systems, and it turned out it was a Mossad front company. And they had they were basically what was happening was they were doing high fives and dancing and celebrating when the towers were starting to burn down. And a local New Jersey resident, at least one, saw them and thought, this is odd behavior. Called the cops arrested them. And guess what they found in their truck? They found box cutter knives, maps, cash, the kind of stuff you would need if you were
that look like Osama bin Laden.
The kind of stuff you would need, passports as well, if you were pulling off some kind of operation.
Shit, I've got a passport.
So they got captured, but then they were released around 71 days later by Michael Chertoff, who was an ultra-Zionist, and who was in charge of a lot of the cover-up of the operation. So he let them escape back to Israel without any further consequence.
It was Chertoff. I didn't know it was Chertoff. That makes me laugh. When I released the first Youngkerman article that showed in 2019 that showed Youngkerman involvement in involvement with Epstein, but also involvement in Carbine 9/11, which was of course part funded by Epstein, Thiel, and Ehud Barak. The whole board, she was on the board with these really eerie looking pictures, and the whole board got wiped really quickly. They had to just take down all. Pinchas Bukris used to be head of the Unit 8200 Cyber Division. Ehud Barak was on the board. Nicole Youngkerman, Amir Elikai, and Alex Dizengoff. They all got taken off and replaced by Michael Chertoff. that was me. You got that done. I got Michael Chertoff a job. It did make me laugh. It made me laugh. Anyway. Okay,
all right, and I'm going to truth bomb it as well. If you can give me a bonus point for this, to your audience, your listeners, guess what was on the side of this truck, this Urban Moving Systems truck? There was a big panel, a big mural on the side of it. Guess what it was? It was nothing other than a plane flying into a building.
You sure it wasn't? That is so that.
I mean, talk about chutzpah, talk about audacity. I mean, to drive around with a truck with that on the side of it before the operation.
Come on, everybody knows Jews are some of the best comedians. So I mean, really, if you really want to go with some dark humor, there you go. That's what you got. I say, it could have just said, "It's good to be king." That's all. That's it. Anyway, What do claims say about tower squibs?
What do claims say about power squibs?
Listen, AI generate the questions themselves to these uncomfortable, clunky questions. I'm sorry about that.
So the question is, what do truthers say about power squibs?
Yeah, they're saying claims. They're being really
okay. I mean, I guess truthers say that power squibs are capable of blowing buildings up.
So, okay, I'm not going to give you. Okay, you've done really well. I'm not going to give you that. But demolition charges exploding, which is very specific and is what really squibs are. Demolition charges exploding. The charges going off. If you just said charges or anything like that, have you got any? I'll still give you an opportunity to truth bomb though if you want to.
I'm going to truth bomb. You may or may not give me a point for this, but just as the urban moving systems had their dark humor, where they had the mural on the side of the truck with a plane hitting a building. Well, on England's version, England's 9/11, which was the 7/7 bombings, it just so happened that the bomb outside the subway, there was a bus there, a big one of those big London red buses. And guess what the ad said on the top of the bus? It said, "Pure terror, bold and brilliant."
Oh, wow. Well,
I
don't know.
Just a coincidence, I guess.
I know. I can see why you'd think I wouldn't give you a point for that. But I kind of want to give you a point for that. But then it is very loose and it is just. So
you're the judge. I'm not going to be.
I'm gonna be an evil person and move on to the next one.
Okay.
What do truthers? Those damn truthers. Well, they're woe betide us that we have to know them. What do truthers claim about Bin Laden? This is
truthers claim that Bin Laden was not the mastermind, that he was not involved. And they also claim that he was murdered several times.
Okay. That's not what the AI answer is. So what the AI has said is a CIA asset.
Okay.
Tim Osmond. That's too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll truth bomb and try to get a point.
Good.
His CIA alias was apparently Tim Osmond.
Tim. Is he down there? Tim, he's one of yours. Yeah. What can you do? Those Tims, they think I'll very much happily give you a point for that. That is hilarious as well. What alleged war was pre-planned? Right. Now, wait, before you answer this, this is honestly how AI phrased the question. It's not what war was allegedly pre-planned. It's literally come up with what alleged war. Like they're saying that this was the conspiracy, that the invasion of Iraq never happened. I think they're trying to. I'm not sure what they're trying to say because they're saying what alleged war. Was pre-planned, but still,
I mean, there were several wars that happened after 9/11. Of course, there was the invasion of Afghanistan in 2001. There was the invasion of Iraq in 2003. There were subsequent wars after that. If you want to go to like Libya, Syria. So, which one is the AI referring to? I mean, the Iraq War is the most well known out of all of those. So let's go with that.
Yep. You're right. You're right. It's an alleged war, though. AI says it's an alleged
so a
war.
million people allegedly died.
Allegedly. It was Fallujah allegedly happened. I'm just saying allegedly. Allegedly, I'm saying that allegedly Fallujah.
And
allegedly
Tony Blair
happened.
allegedly said that the dossier needed to be sexed up to sell it to the British Parliament and people. Allegedly.
Its middle name is actually Tony allegedly Blair. That's made me laugh at least. Okay. Did you just give me a truth bomb, or we just said allegedly over and over again?
Truth bomb. then, at one time, Secretary of State Madeleine Albright was asked in a famous 60 Minutes interview, do you think the price was worth it? There were all these Iraqi children and women, 1 million civilians that died. What did she say? She said, yes, it's a tough choice. It's a tough choice, but I think the price was worth it.
Was she rubbing her nipples while she was saying this?
She could well have been, Johnny. You'll have to go back and look closely at her midriff area.
No, I don't have to do that. Stop making me try and do these things. I'm going to tell people on you. Okay, and one last one. This is a hard one. What alleged drill confused response?
There were many alleged drills happening at the same time, and that was part of the operation, of course. So NORAD had all these different exercises that were happening that had planes on the radar screens that were confusing the agents who didn't know if it was real time or exercise. There were operations, there were drills happening in NEADS, NEADS, which was a sector of NORAD, the northeast area of the United States.
Is asking for a specific name of a specific drill.
Okay, I'm going to say Operation Vigilant Guardian.
Oh, and he pulls it out of the hat just at the end. Well done. It is Project. It's Operation Vigilant Guardian. Okay, that's good. Any truth bombs there? You kind of already start giving truth bombs. I'm not going to give you points for those.
Let's do one more truth bomb. So there was a deliberate effort by NORAD in the weeks leading up to 9/11 to deliberately move a lot of their assets, whether people or fighter jets, out of the area so that then they were incapacitated and they couldn't help. They couldn't scramble in time. And one of these things I came across recently was that Russia was apparently buzzing and doing things to certain Alaskan bases in the US. And so NORAD a few weeks beforehand said, well, hey, the Russians are like increasing their activity in the Arctic and around Alaska. We need to fly men and jets over there to make sure that we're safe and protected up there. And so I just find that to be a highly suspicious little tidbit, little detail that was happening in the weeks before 9/11, because it worked out very conveniently for NORAD's official story.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good. I give a truth bomb for point for that for sure. And one last. So this is the end now. This is just you can give a truth bomb about. This is really about 9/11 and how truthers are perceived more than 9/11. So if you've a good that's I'm narrowing it down because I think it's a fair related to the round.
Okay, how truthers are perceived. Okay. Well, there's been a lot of obviously cover up by, say, NIST and other government agencies who are doing their best to uphold the official story. And so, there's also comedians that like to joke about 9/11 truthers being crazy, but recent polls, even in the last few years, have shown that over half Americans disbelieve the official 9/11 story. So I think truthers were perceived maybe in the first 10 years after the event as crazy nutters, but now I would say it's actually a little bit more mainstream to disbelieve the official version.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I would agree. I could give you the point there. I think that as we enter into, and we are getting right into it now, because even though to an extent we're being told that we're entering into the era of fifth generation warfare now, but fifth generation warfare has been already manifested itself mainly through the 80s and 90s, and came from this Kissinger style attack using programs that CIA use, and MK Ultra to really force a psychological state of disturbance on everybody. But now it's become a science, a high-grade military science that is being focused and they're allowed to run it domestically because there is no domestic anymore because we've become global. And so as the idea, we used to be protected by the idea of, they're not allowed to act domestically against us, against their own people. And now it doesn't really matter because everybody's globalist now. That's good. That's good. I like it. There's 18 points in total. That's not a bad round at all. You did very well. I like it. So, after the specialist subject round of Truth Bomb, Makia is on 27 points and Tim is on 25 points. So it's still close, all to play for. Really high scoring, though. Really high scoring. Oh, hi, Mac. I like doing that.
All right. What's up next, Johnny?
So, in your world, is a mac and cheese some sort of provocative or saucy invitation?
No, I mean, Makia is actually a Hawaiian word. That's it means energy flows where attention goes.
Nice. That's good. That's good. Yeah. And so how do you are you meant to follow the tension? Is that advice?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like I guess you could call it advice, like an intention, an affirmation. Just something good to remember that wherever you put your focus or attention, with your thoughts or your feelings, whatever, that's what you're going to start to kind of create or believe. So you have to be aware of what you're thinking and feeling.
I try and tell some of my friends this quite a lot, but they say to me, "Shut up, Johnny, put your clothes on and stop dancing." So there you go. Are there an excessive amount of lava lamps for sale in Hawaii?
I have a couple, but not an excessive amount. But there is an excessive amount of lava rocks.
I know they can't just go and pick them up themselves and like self-service their lava lamps.
Yeah, there's a strong belief here that if you take one away from Hawaii, you're going to be cursed. So a lot of superstition around that.
Okay. So let's give you let's another a question here. This is a good one. Which country is more evil, Israel or Canada?
Israel. Do I need to explain why?
No, it's a trick question. They're the same entity. I thought you would have got that one. They're basically the same. That's it. It's all the same game nowadays. Trick questions, of course. So go on. No, seriously though. Tell me what got you into researching and writing the worst people on earth about these guys.
Well, I mean, I've always been curious and I wanted to understand who's really running the world and what their agenda is and how we can stop it. And all these roads kept leading back to Israel, whether it was the JFK assassination, the 9/11 operation, or you go back further in history, you find their fingerprints all over other things, such as the USS Liberty incident, pulling America into Middle Eastern wars, how they stole atomic nuclear secrets from NUMAC in Apollo, Pennsylvania in the 60s. To get nuclear weapons. I mean, they also had help from France with that too. But I mean, they've just been behind so many evil things, and even broadening it out from Israel, because before Israel was created as a modern state in 1948, we had the Rothschilds and we had these other satanic families, these crypto-Jew families, originally from Khazaria and into Sabbatean Frankism. They're really the cult that's behind Zionism and Israel. So, Israel's their little pet project, but it's really this cult that's international that has hijacked all these different countries through central banks. They're really the ones that are running things.
I can't argue with any of that. It's I am pragmatic and objective with my view on Israel historically, but I've done a lot of research into them, and God, some of it's wild. And the fact is that I do try and point out to people that just because, I mean, there is a logical fallacy to be had that just because Israel is so terrible doesn't mean that everybody else is innocent. that's something that a lot of people do automatically. They assume that in Israel being so bad, they're so bad that they control everything, that they do everything. It is really bad people in every country on earth. There really is, and they when they get in control, which they are all in control at the moment, it looks evil and awful and terrible. And Israel has been one of the best proxies for that in the world. And you're right; they've had their finger in almost every single pie at a very fundamental level too. Fundamental. Okay.
Yeah, and we should also add that it's not the average Israeli citizen, because look what happened during the COVID scamdemic. Israel brought Pfizer in. They treated all the Israeli citizens as lab rats, and they were pushing out that whole green card, green pass thing where you couldn't go to the gym or a movie or a grocery store or anywhere without your vaccine pass. They were doing that pretty much harder than any other country, or equally as hard. So the average Israeli is getting shafted by this. It's not. It's a similar story all over the world.
During that period, I was living with Whitney Webb down in South America in Chile, and it was you were allowed out for 2 hours a week on a little pass that we lived like 45 minutes away from anywhere, so you get like what 15 minutes to get into a supermarket, but you have to queue for an hour anyway because only 3 people are allowed in at a time. It was just so ridiculous, and they that started in December. They 2020, so they were trying it out there very early on. It was some countries got hit so hard with that very early on. Too true. Timothy, is
Hola.
it Timothy?
Timothy.
Did your mother? Did she pop you out and scream Timothy into the sky
Timothy,
while
Richard.
holding you aloft? Is that what she said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Glad about that. I'm glad. I remember from the last Truth Bomb that you were brought up by authoritarian leprechauns. Isn't that true?
Yes, the little people, the little green Lucky Charms people. That's the but
they're all
without the pot of
gamblers
gold.
now. They're
Well,
all
without the pot of
gamblers.
gold. Gamblers.
Without the pot of gold. Oh man, that's hard. So no silver spoon either.
No,
What
actually,
about a bronze
when I was
wedge?
born, the nurse was holding me in her arms, and I actually urinated into my own face. That's the story.
Yeah.
That's the only golden shower that I know. That's the only kind of gold that showered down that day.
Timmy Busy Face is what my mum used to call me for years. No, that's terrible. That's terrible. Okay, let's see. You need to earn a point, don't you? You need to earn a point. So I'll give you a chance for an extra point. You I'm not sure I want to give you this chance. I just read it. I write these things, by the way. I take full responsibility for all of this. So you walk in to your living room to find the bloody corpse of Klaus Schwab draped across your dining room table. What's your next move?
Well, you got to stuff them, mount them, set them up, and then wait until March 30th and put a little cap on them and say happy birthday, and we'll celebrate because that's my birthday too. So we'll celebrate our birthdays together.
That's a wonderful thought. It's a terrible, horrible, wonderful thought. All of that. I would have given points also for if you'd eaten his liver. Maybe you would
With
have
some
got an
fava
extra
beans
point.
and a nice Chianti.
Yeah, maybe date night. I mean, just saying, just for points. It's not for real. Just for points. You could have had date night with Klaus Schwab. I wouldn't have minded, but that's good. I like your version of it. I will give you a point for that. I like this happy birthday celebration with dead Klaus Schwab. It's just like that is like the weekend of Bernie's that needs to be made. That's I'm actually doing a third of the Jeffrey Epstein podcast and music. I'm already designed out a load of them. The third one is like a weekend at Epstein's, a weekend at Jeffrey's, basically. Of course. Anyway, okay. Sorry. Let's go on. Let me have a little look. Do you agree with any of the following statements? So listen carefully. 2 Germans with 3 tents is basically a primordial concentration camp.
I agree.
Okay, that's number 1. Okay, I think that's good. You don't get any points for these, but I like it. Okay, butt inflators are essential products in Colombia.
Bunton
Butt inflators.
butt inflators. Yes,
Yes.
you need those to sit. You need those to walk. You need those to move around. You need those to get what you want in life.
You get what you want, and you want an inflated butt. Okay. An eye for an eye is basically how Bob Marley wrote lyrics.
No, he was just stoned. Eye for an eye. That's how. That's what Gandhi lived on.
Oh, okay, well, that's all right. I think it's a good joke though. But seriously, okay. You are an amazing person. I love working with you. You are kind. You're patient with me. You're flexible. You whatever, and we enjoy whatever we do. Who do you get that from then? Who made you such a lovey?
Oh, that's so intimate. That's just I wouldn't know. I would say my mother, my father, my grandmother, and school of hard knocks in life.
I thought you said the squirrel of hard knocks.
The school of hard knocks in life.
No, but I kind of like the
parents.
squirrel of hard knocks as well.
And a lot of TV growing up.
Yeah. Who do you get it from, Makia? Who do you get it from?
Who do I get what from? My qualities or what?
Yeah, well, your drive, your the reason that you like you're either a nasty person or a nice person in life. If you're nasty, you know where you got it from, and if you're nice, you know where you got it from.
Yeah, I mean, I think parents have a huge role in forming a young child in their mind. So I think a lot of my qualities come from my parents. Yeah.
Yeah. Well said. Okay. We have a new round this week on Truth Bomb. This includes a song which I've written for the occasion, so this will be fun. With a video that comes along to see who will go first in the round. Our contestants will listen to my song, What Do You Believe, carefully and try and remember as many details about the case in order that they appear in the song. This is going to be hard. Our contestants need to remember as many details in order that they come, so that the opportunities will swap back and forth until we have a winner. You'll understand it when we're playing. Then we'll go to a new Wall of Dystopia where our contestants will take turns to pick questions. Welcome to Remember That Song. Called it Remember That Song? Why would I call it that? It's an awful name for a round. Well, to everybody at home, I'm gonna call it Remember That Song. Ooh, Remember That Song.
What do you believe? Jack Ruby, what did you see? What do you believe? What do you believe? What do you believe? Abraham's uprooter. What did you see? What do you believe? Anti-Castro Cuban exiles, a magic projectile. What do you believe? Oh, the grassy knows road in Mexico. What do you believe? We have to solve it, J. We've got to fix it, F. We need to end it, K. We need to solve. We have to solve it, J. We've got to fix it, F. We need to end it, K. We need to solve the assassination of JFK. What do you believe? LBJ. What did you see? What do you believe? What do you believe? Carlos Marcello. What did you see? What do you believe? Golden cows, Israeli spies, the CIA and mafia ties. What do you believe? Did I say yes?
Right. Okay. So that was What Do You Believe? There was actually about 12, 14 different things. Now, here you go. This is how we play. The first part of this game is going to be you have to remember in the order they came as best you can. I'm going to start with Tim. As many of the main key details, so not the lyrics, not the dancing cats, not the rest of it, but the main lyrics. Some things in order. It has to be in order. When you come out of order, I will pass over to the other person. The other person will be able to infer by when it's been passed over what is not in order. So we see how far we can get. Wherever we end goes first on the wall of dystopia. So, Tim, what do you remember?
Apart from the brain being scrambled. All right.
It is.
Start with Jack Ruby.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Jack Ruby. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We like it. That's number one.
And then it went into Zapruder.
Yeah. Abraham Zapruder. Of course. Yes. Yeah.
And then it went into what is this? Oswald, Lee Harvey Oswald.
Okay, I'm going. You're going to be able to give that. That's fine, but you've skipped over a load, so it means that your next one, if you end up going backwards, now it gets handed over to Makia.
So is it his turn? Or...
You have to be going forward. You have to be going in chronological order. You can skip
over.
Okay.
Okay. So now from Oswald going forward.
Jack Ruby, the Pruder. Now Oswald, yeah.
Grassy Knoll.
No, it goes over to Makia.
All right. So then,
Jack Ruby and Abraham Zapruder is definitely there.
Do I start from the start then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was Jack Ruby, then Nixon. Then
Nixon was just a GIF. You don't have to worry about it.
We're not including Nixon. Okay. Yeah. All right. So then, so Jack Ruby, Zapruder.
Yeah. Good.
Okay. So then next was Grassy Knoll.
Oh, you've skipped over 2, but I'll accept Grassy Knoll was following. Yes.
All right. Then we had LBJ and then Carlos Marcello.
Oh, you skipped over 1, but you're still going in order. So LBJ and then Carlos Marcello. That's 6 at the moment.
Okay. Then we had Alan Dulles, Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yes, that's true. That's the second Lee Harvey Oswald. It was the first Lee Harvey Oswald, which you actually skipped over.
Okay. Then
I think you're about there. I think
that's the second Lee Harvey Oswald was the last.
Yeah, but there's a few missing. So you got 8 there.
I got 8 out of the 12. Okay, so I'm missing 4.
You've got 8. Well, more. Is a little bit more than 12, but you've got 8 there. So Tim, this first round. This is only worth a point. So this whole thing here is only worth a point. You're not going to get 8 points for this. But
all right. So I'm gonna go Jack Ruby, Abraham Zapruder, Fidel Castro.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Anti-Castro Cuban exiles.
Okay.
It goes.
Then
what do you believe, Jack Ruby? What do you believe, Abraham Zapruder? What do you believe, anti-Castro Cuban exiles?
LBJ.
You skipped 3 there, but you're still going for LBJ.
Okay, LBJ.
What do you believe?
Oh God! Then was Grassy Knoll.
Ah, no, you've lost. Makia gets to choose first. No, it's the Jack Ruby, Abraham Zapruder, Anti-Castro Cuban Exiles, Magic Projectile, Grassy Knoll, Oswald in Mexico, LBJ, Carlos Marcelo, Golden Cows, Israeli Spies, the CIA Mafia Ties, Alan Dulles or Dulles Say Yes, and Oswald Say No. And that is it. Well done, Makia. I thought that was going to be a brain twisting round, and it turned out to be a brain twisting round, which I really enjoyed. But it was so to see who goes up first on the wall of dystopia, as there are 9 windows to the wall of dystopia, and that gives you just an extra point there as well, Makia. So you go up to 28. Okay, welcome to the Wall of Dystopia here. Very simple. Makia, up first, do you want to choose yourself a window here?
Yeah, let's do number 3, Israeli Spies.
Okay, Israeli Spies. Which Israeli CIA officer monitored Oswald's mail? Was it Chaim Weizmann, Reuben Ephron, or Shlomo Finkelstein?
That one's an easy one. B. Reuben Ephron, under the orders of James Jesus Angleton, the biggest Zionist in Washington.
Nice. I gotta say, there's no extra truth bomb points available in this round for afterwards. This is just multiple choice. You did get that right. Nice. Tim, over to you. Choose next.
Let's go with Mexico.
Mexico. Okay. Oswald's trip to Mexico City took place in what year? 1961, 1962, or 1963, the year of the assassination?
Let's go with A, 1961.
Oh, unfortunately not. It was 1963. I apologize. Okay, next up, Makia, over to you.
Let's do LBJ, number 5.
LBJ. What did RFK's friend give him related to LBJ? A painting, a voodoo doll, or a statue?
You know, I don't know this one. I'm going to take a stab. Let's go with the voodoo doll.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Gave him a voodoo doll, indeed. Okay, over to you, Tim.
Let's go with Zapruder.
Zapruder, Abraham Zapruder. What was Abraham Zapruder's occupation? Was he a clothing manufacturer, a turkey merchant, or a grain trader?
I'd say he was a grain manufacturer. No, I'll go with clothing manufacturer.
Yeah, you are right. He was a clothing manufacturer.
At least on the surface. On the surface, he was. Who knows what
he could afford a camera.
Yeah.
Deep down, he was always a turkey merchant. Over to you, Mac. Which one are you going to choose?
Let's go with number 4, the CIA, our favorite agency.
Okay. CIA, indeed. Which group did the CIA work with to take out Castro? Was it the Republicans, the Mafia, or the Rat Pack?
The Mafia.
Yes, indeed. Indeed it was. You go, get 3 points so far. Tim, you want to choose one here?
Yeah, this one's, I think, the naughtiest of them all, the magic bullet.
Oh, it is pretty naughty. Okay, so tell me then, how many wounds did the so-called magic bullet create? Was it
I'm going to go with 4.
7, 9? Oh, you're going to go with 4. No, unfortunately, you've got that wrong there as well. 7. Apparently, it was 7. That's it. Okay,
Magic.
Next up.
Let's go with
magic.
Jack Ruby. Jack Ruby.
Jack Ruby. So what was Jack Ruby's childhood nickname? Was it Corky, Sparky, or Nobbenstein?
Well, his last name was Rubenstein, so I can see where you got Nobbenstein, but Nobbenstein sounds like you've just made that up as a British kind of dry humor prank. So I'm going to avoid that.
How dare you?
How
dare you?
Let's go with A, Porky.
Oh, you get that wrong. No, it was Sparky.
It was Sparky. Okay.
Sparky. Yeah, I can't remember.
So yeah,
the
I'm gonna try
reasoning
to
behind
choose the ones
but it
that
was.
that Makia probably knows best, and so I can screw them up and give him. So let's go with Lee Harvey Oswald.
Some good old-fashioned sabotage. Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
Oh,
What was Oswald's second daughter's name? It's a hard one. Was it June, Marina, or Audrey?
I'm gonna go with the one syllable, June.
No, it was Audrey, unfortunately. Poor you. So Makia, I don't think you would have known that.
I would not
I'm
have
not sure
known
if
that.
you
I
would
mean,
have.
Marina
You would
was
have
his
known that?
wife, but that's all I knew.
It was a clever one. It was actually Audrey, Marina, something,
Okay.
etc. Oswald.
Okay.
Okay, so the last one, anti-Castro Cuban exiles, of course. So, where was Fair Play for Cuba based? Was it in Dallas, New Orleans, or Miami?
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's go with New Orleans.
Oh, that was good as well. You got it. New Orleans, indeed. So, okay, extra point here. Closest to correct answer. At the closest point, how many miles away from the Earth is the moon? Tim, you're behind, so you should go first. A very hard one.
430,000 miles.
Well, you didn't do so bad. What about you, Mac? What do you think?
I mean, the official version of the heliocentric model, 260,000, I believe.
Okay, well, it's 225,000 miles on at the closest. So I'm not going to give you a point anyway, because I'm going to now ask for you. 225 is the closest. What is its apogee? Its furthest point away. Oh, do you want us to go first, Mac?
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to guess 295,000.
And what are you going to guess?
275,000.
Well, Tim gets that extra point there. 251,000 miles away.
Okay.
Quite close. Okay. I'm gonna say I've put the unthinkable into that no one's permitted to say into words, and you're not allowed to laugh. So I'm going to say something. Yeah.
I better get my laughs out now.
Outlandish, yeah. And then I'm gonna watch your face carefully and see whether you laugh, smile. You're not allowed to smile at all. So there's no smiling. Is what the point of this is, which I think Tim will have a hard time. But this is your sentence. Okay, here we go. You ready? I will count to 10 seconds myself. Are you ready? No laughing.
All I have to do is not laugh or smile to get a point.
Yeah, not laugh or smile.
Okay.
I mean, what could I possibly say that could possibly break you? Okay, get ready. 9/11 and JFK, but Israel weren't involved. Go. Now, is there any smile at all? Is he a straight-faced man? Can he remain straight-faced even when someone's focusing in on his face? What if I made him just like single layout and look at him really carefully? He's got about 4 seconds left here. He's really good at this. I feel like he could even. No, not at all. He did very well. I'm very proud of you. Well done. Hey. Yeah, Tim. Hey, another one. You're not allowed to laugh at all, not a smile at all. Po face. Here we go. Charlie Kirk's alive, but in witness protection as Charlene. Like, probably still ginger hair, about the same size boobs. What are you doing, puppy dog face? That's puppy dog face. You do well. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. It's good. It's good. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. And now we enter the quickfire general knowledge round. Our contestants have 90 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. They can say pass if they don't know the answer. The round is over when they hear this sound.
That we penetrate the cabinets.
Are you ready, gentlemen?
Yep.
Good. Tim goes first. Tim, here we go. What is the capital city of Australia?
Canberra.
Correct. What's the largest planet in our solar system?
Jupiter.
Yes. Which couple were executed for espionage in 1953?
He's already said this before, but no, I'll say Ceausescu, and that's not right.
Julius and Ethel Rosenberg. What is the chemical symbol for gold?
AU?
Yes. What is the smallest country in land area?
The Vatican City.
Yes. Which British group of spies included Kim Philby?
The Kim Philby Trio.
Another Cambridge 5. Who was the ancient Greek god of the sea?
Greek. So that would be Poseidon.
Yes. Who was the CIA officer convicted of spying for Russia in 1994?
Oh, that's not Liddy. It's pass.
As Aldrich Amos. And who?
That we penetrate the cabinets.
Oh, you get this last one. Who composed the Four Seasons?
Vivaldi.
Yes. Okay. And Tim Hinchliffe, you get nice 6 points. In which year did the American Civil War end?
1865.
Correct. What 2023 incident involved a Chinese surveillance balloon over U.S. airspace?
Sorry, I don't know the name of the incident.
It's just called Chinese spy balloon, apparently. Which special counsel investigated Russian interference in 2016 election?
Robert Mueller.
Yes, correct. What event sparked the American Revolution in 1775?
The Boston Tea Party riots.
They've gone with the Battle of Lexington and Concord. Which department was proposed in 2024 to 2025 for efficiency review under Trump?
Doge.
Yes. Which amendment abolished slavery in the United States?
That would be the 18th.
13th. Which British defector warned of Soviet spies in the US in 1945?
Pass.
Igor Gozensk. What 1985 arrest revealed Navy analyst was spying for Israel?
Jonathan Pollard.
Correct. Who was the only US president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms?
That we penetrate the
Donald
cabinets.
Trump.
No.
But he is.
But he refuses to recognize Donald Trump's right to exist and has gone with Grover Cleveland. It's brilliant. I love it. Okay, you get 4 points. That was a good round. Well done, gentlemen. I can say after all of those rounds there, we've only got a tiny bit left now. Tim is on 33. Makia's on 37. So he's definitely too far away to actually grab, but we're still going to go with a final truth bomb. You get to think about it a bit more, Tim. First, I'm going to go across to you, Mac, please. Can you give me a final truth bomb to end the game with?
On anything I want?
Anything you want at all.
Okay, so people ask, people like to analyze how JFK was killed and what shooters were involved in all of that, and of course that's important. But the big question for me is, why was he killed? And I have found actually that it was because of the intersections of two very, very powerful factions. One was the Israeli faction, and they didn't want JFK messing in the Middle East. That was their domain. They wanted to get nuclear weapons and do whatever they wanted there, and they wanted American help. So they put the hit order in via James Jesus Angleton, who was the number 3 man at the CIA under Dulles, very close to Dulles. But the other main faction that had a big problem with Kennedy was the ET UFO faction, who wanted to keep all of the alien stuff secret, all of the Roswell crash craft, all of that stuff. And they had a special committee set up by Truman, and then Eisenhower was overseeing it, called MJ-12, Majestic 12. They had the alien affair in their hands, and they didn't want minor little presidents interfering in what they were doing. And when Kennedy started asking too many questions, Alan Dulles, who was the head of the CIA and therefore also the head of MJ-12, that's how it was set up at the time, put in the order to give the hit order to take him out. And that was executed even when Dulles left the CIA in the late 1961 period. He was still in control of that whole operation somehow outside of the CIA, and it was carried out by Angleton. So Dulles and Angleton stood at the front representing these two factions that coalesced to kill Kennedy.
Excellent. That's a good final truth bomb. Over to you, Tim. Come on, give me a truth bomb.
Birds aren't real and the earth is flat. That's so let's go to some DARPA stuff. Let's say that a lot of social media stuff that originated from DARPA. A lot of programs came out of the Pentagon. If you look at what allegedly LifeLog was a program that wanted to basically look at was a routine, like a diary kind of thing for the military. But then all of a sudden, that was in 2003, and then a year later, the Facebook launches, and the same thing with total information awareness, which turned into terrorism information awareness, and then that turned into Palantir. So we've got a lot of cool stuff coming out of DARPA, apart from the internet, and also the Onion Network that came from DARPA as well. So all these internet kind of things, TCP, IP, DARPA. So the ones that who are now just trying to rein it all in and use it. What's happening now, the phase is the execution stage, is that now that everything's been built, everything's been accepted. Everyone's got their facial their faces out there, their photos, their videos, and now it's time to reap, harvest what they've sowed. So right now is the massive. All right, we've got everything in place. Let's reel it in.
Good. Right. Those were both very good truth bombs, and and it's hard. It's hard because that's Mac. You gave a really, really decent explanation of JFK, especially Dulles' importance in it there as well, and that's a load of some of the stuff I haven't explored about the JFK stuff, the ET and the other stuff. I just haven't explored it, so that's like really interests me. I'm going to give the 3 points to Tim because I think he did a swell job there of pointing out some other stuff, but also it shows it's fair for this game. I think that you end up him on 36 points, and Mac, you end up on 37 points. I think you're now top of the leaderboard as well, Makia. So congratulations. I hope you enjoyed that.
Thank you. Thanks, Tim. It was fun. I'll be sure to check out your website, sociable.co. Good work.
Can you tell people where they can find you, Mac?
Yeah, so my main website is thefreedomarticles.com. These days, I started off, 2012 doing a lot of articles. For years I did that, but these days I do videos and books. I have 5 books out. My most recent book is called The Cult of the Chosen Ones, goes deep into JFK and 9/11, but ties it all together with this cult that's hijacked Israel and runs the world. So you can get that book. Just go to my website, thefreedomarticles.com, if you want to see how to get my books and my videos. I'm on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey.
Excellent, thank you. And Tim, can you tell people where they can find you?
They can find me in the top of a mountain in Colombia, and online at sociable.co. and on x.com at Tim Hinchliffe.
That is awesome. And for everybody at home, thank you for tuning in to Truth Bomb. That was a fun one. And see you very soon for another episode. I hope that we're going to get to 13 before the year's out and some extras. I might even do some live in-person Truth Bombs in venues over the next year. I'm not sure. Thanks to everybody. Thanks for Mac and Tim. Thanks for all of you at home.
Hey there. Welcome back. I calmed down a lot. I was mad. Sometimes I get a little rage and I know it's time to turn another page. Sometimes I get a little rage and I know I have to keep in a cage. I want to introduce you to a woman who flew with me. She was invested with me. She denied me. She denied me. She denied me. The fabulous Nicole Younker man. The woman with 1,000 faces. The glamorous Mrs. Younker man. A lady of airs and graces. She may be German with her business in Britain, but she's an Italian countess too. She may be German, educated in Monaco, but she's down with the Mossad too. She's down with the Mossad, in business with the Mossad. Mossad. Though she lies all the time. Mossad. Though she lies all the time. Mossad. Here she is, an elusive 8-foot creature. Here she is, a technocratic preacher. Nicole Younker man, the one and only Younker man. She's down with the Mossad, in business with the Mossad. Oh, she lies all the time. The Mossad, in business with the Mossad. And she spies all the time. The fabulous Nicole Younker man. The woman with 1,000 faces. The glamorous Mrs. Younker man. The lady of airs and graces. She's down with the Mossad, in business with the Mossad. Oh, the Mossad, in business with the Mossad. And she spies all the time. Mossad, with the Mossad. Mossad. The fabulous Nicole Younker man. Mossad man.
Hello, Jeffrey, thank you for your help. The Mossad and I were very, very proud of the way you never let us down. And you always come around. It isn't since the height of German might that the future has looked so bright as we make our superior designs
For changing the very meaning of life.
Hello, Jeffrey, thank you for your money. The Mossad and I were very, very grateful. Barack is always saying how you are like a golden cow. It isn't since the height of Aryan dominance that our position looks so prominent as we make our superior designs
For changing the very meaning of life.
While you were gone, I denied you 3 times. I hid our association. I did a lot of lying. I've been thinking a lot of all we accomplished. And if you die again, I promise that I'll admit I was an accomplice. Hello, Jeffrey, thank you for your help. The Mossad and I were very, very proud of the way you never let forward, might, that the future has looked so bright as we make our superior designs
for changing the very meaning of life. 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 Life, 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 no life, 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 life.